media today. Two issues. The first issue I've already raised just now, but I just want to touch on it a bit. I want to stress on the point made by the speaker just now when he made the ruling to chase me out of the chamber. He was going on and alluding that I was questioning the professionalism of the civil service. But I want to stress here, and it is very clear from my motion, my motion under Standing Order 3612 was to refer the member of Pekan, Najib Tun Razak, to the Privileges Committee, not any member of the civil service. I think that the speaker has got it wrong because he kept on repeating that I'm questioning the integrity, the professionalism of the civil service. This is, I'm not sure whether he read me wrongly or he was trying to distort my speech, and statements, because it is very clear. I was referring Najib, the member of Pekan, to the Privileges Committee for the speech he made on Budget Day on the 21st of October. So, member of Pekan made the speech. He was referred to the Privileges Committee. It has nothing to do with any member of the civil service. It has nothing to do with the professionalism of the civil service. I think I want to emphasize and make that point clear. Secondly, which is the key issue, as you all know, I've referred the member of Pekan, who is also the Finance Minister and the Prime Minister, to Parliamentary Privileges Committee for the speech he made on the 21st of October for what I claim to be a misleading speech, a speech which misleads the House for a variety of reasons. Number one, mainly is because items that he announced in the budget speech was not found in the federal expenditure estimates. Okay. Number two, items that he announced in the budget speech is found in the estimates, but have a totally different amount. And we are not talking about small rounding out amount. We are talking about big amounts, like almost 1 billion ringgit for one item alone, like almost 1 billion ringgit difference in amount. So that, I claim, amounts to misleading the House when he delivered the speech. I wrote a letter to the Speaker, and yesterday, on the 2nd of November, I received a reply from the Speaker of the State Assembly, a written reply from him, and part of the letter I've already provided in my statement to the press. I would like to say here that I disagree with the decision of the Speaker, which was why I stood up this morning to humbly request the Speaker really to review his decision, mainly because I believe he has not addressed fully my concern or my charge that the member of Pekan has misled the House. Because he said that there are some funds, if the funds that are mentioned are not from the consolidated fund, kumpulan wang yang disatukan, the Minister of Finance can mention other spendings which are not in the kumpulan wang yang disatukan or consolidated fund, and that fund will not be provided or will not be recorded or will not be stated in the federal expenditure estimates, the anggaran perbelanjaan persekutuan. So he said that, and therefore he said he can mention anything, spending of the government, as long as, and if it's not from the consolidated fund, I will not find the amount in the estimate. Okay, that was his contention, and therefore he said there's no prima facie case, and this case, and therefore Najib will not be referred to the Privileges Committee. I will not want to elaborate on his argument. Yeah? I disagree with the argument, but I believe his argument has not covered a very important point, which is there are two types of discrepancies. The first type, as I said, items that are mentioned in the speech but not found in the estimate. That one, he covered it. But the second type, items that are mentioned in the speech, found in the estimates, but have totally different amount. And we are not talking about small amounts here. Yeah, this is not covered, and it is very clear. It is very clear that when you mention something and we can refer it to a book, which is the estimate, and the information is totally different. I don't know how we can argue that it is not tantamount to misleading or even outright lying. I've given example of such cases in my letter to the Speaker, and I've also included at least 3 examples of this second type of discrepancy in my media statement. And if you can see from all these 3 examples, just these 3 examples alone, total amount different is 1.907 billion, 1.9 billion ringgit. And this is not a small amount. This amount in fact exceeded the the annual budget of some state governments in Malaysia. So it's not a small amount. Thus, it is very clear to me at least, yeah, there is a prima facie case against Najib, and it is really up to Najib to answer to the Privileges Committee. But in this case, we see that the Speaker has decided that it is not the case. Thank you.
I think also Stephen has already highlighted and outlined what he feels is a prima facie case against the Prime Minister. Now, what the Speaker did today was to say that he was of a different opinion, that there was no prima facie case. And I think, well, that is fair enough. But I think what is disappointing is that the Speaker did not give Bukit Mertajam a reasonable opportunity of being heard. Because I think it is very clear that Bukit Mertajam was being very respectful to the Speaker and was merely attempting to put his point across. And the Speaker was not in any mood to hear the Bukit Mertajam out. I think that is something which is very disappointing, because had the Speaker given Bukit Mertajam a right to be heard, which he is perfectly entitled to, I think his decision might have been very different. No doubt there is an opportunity now to file a motion to review his ruling, but as the Member of Parliament for Puchong had raised earlier, that might not materialize if that motion is not debated during this session, and that might defeat the whole purpose of Bukit Mertajam's motion here. So I think it is disappointing, and I would like to repeat the fact that Bukit Mertajam was in no way condemning the position of the Speaker. In fact, he was being very polite in trying to put his point across, and that is what is disappointing with the Speaker's actions this morning. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I want to add something. It's on the Pandika. Okay. Yeah.
Come in. Okay.
Ramai sudah tanya, termasuk itu 3 former minister tanya, how did Pandika know whether the 3 former minister has breached their oath of secrecy? Ramai pun sudah tanya, siapa yang beritahu dia? Adakah cabinet minister yang beritahu Pandika what has said by the 3 former minister has breached the oath of secrecy? Okay, soalan saya, if Pandika say the 3 former minister could have breached the oath of secrecy, and sekarang Bukit Aman tengah siasat mereka yang 3 bekas menteri, adakah juga Pandika patut disiasat oleh polis? Sebab dia he is not in any position to know about what transpired in the cabinet. Somebody must have told him. So in this case, Pandika is an accomplice. Walaupun saya tidak setuju, saya bantah yang 3 bekas menteri disiasat oleh Bukit Aman. Tapi kalau logik Pandika boleh pakai, dia sendiri patut disiasat oleh Bukit Aman. Okay? Thank you.